Here's something that happens to millions of English learners, and maybe to you. You watch a show in English and you follow it. You read an article and you understand it. You listen to a podcast and most of it makes sense. And then someone asks you one simple question out loud and nothing comes. Your mind goes blank. The words you definitely know refuse to show up. You understand English almost perfectly and you still cannot speak it. If that is you, here is the good news. You are not bad at English. You have trained one half of it and left the other half almost completely untouched. Understanding English and speaking English are not the same skill. They are two different skills, as different as listening to music and playing an instrument. Over the next few minutes, I want to show you exactly why the gap appears, and 5 small ways to close it. None of them mean studying more. All of them mean practicing the half you have been avoiding. First, input and output are 2 separate muscles. When you read and listen, you are doing input, recognizing English that someone else already built. When you speak and write, you are doing output, building English yourself from nothing in real time. Recognizing a word when you see it is easy. Pulling that same word out of your memory, instantly, with no list to choose from, is much harder. You have spent years training recognition through shows, songs, articles, and scrolling. And you have spent almost no time training retrieval, so of course understanding feels effortless, and speaking feels impossible. You have only ever exercised one of the 2 muscles. This week, every time you finish something in English, a video, a chapter, a song, stop and say 2 or 3 sentences out loud about what it was about. No notes. Just pull the words out of your own head. That small act flips you from input to output, and it is the exact muscle you have been missing. Second, the words are already in there. You just cannot reach them fast enough yet. Most learners think, I do not know enough words to speak. Usually that is false. You know thousands of words. You proved it the moment you understood this sentence. The real problem is the speed of access. In a real conversation, you have about 1 second to find a word, and right now the path to it is slow and overgrown. The fix is not more words. It is making the words you already own come faster. And the only thing that does that is using them out loud again and again until the path is worn smooth. Pick 10 words or phrases you already understand but never actually say. This week, force each one into a real sentence out loud several times. You are not learning new words here. You are paving a fast, smooth road to the words you already have. Third, speaking is physical, and your mouth has never practiced. English uses sounds, rhythms, and mouth movements your first language may never use. Reading silently trains none of that. It is like watching hours of swimming videos and then being surprised that you sink because your body never actually moved. The muscles of your mouth need repetition, just like any other muscle. This is why people who understand everything can still speak slowly and stiffly. The meaning is ready, but the mouth is untrained. The fastest fix for the mouth is shadowing. Take 30 seconds of audio from someone you would like to sound like. Play 1 line, pause, and copy it out loud, the same words, the same rhythm, the same melody. Then do it again. 5 minutes a day. You are not studying English here. You are training a muscle, and muscles only grow by moving. Fourth, and this is the big one, for most people, the real blocker is not ability. It is fear. You understand the language fine, but the moment you have to speak, a quiet voice says, "What if I make a mistake? What if I sound stupid? What if they laugh?" So you stay silent. And every silence robs you of the one thing that would actually make you better, speaking. Fear does not just feel bad. It quietly cancels the practice. The learners who pull ahead are not fearless. They have simply decided that being understood matters more than being perfect, and they open their mouths anyway. Lower the stakes until the fear cannot stop you. You do not need another person yet. Talk to yourself. Narrate your morning, describe your room, argue with yourself about lunch, all in English, out loud, alone. There is no one to judge you and nothing to lose, so you finally just speak. Do that daily, and talking to a real person becomes far less frightening. Fifth, stop waiting to feel ready. Almost everyone tells themselves the same thing. I will start speaking once my English is good enough. But here's the trap. Speaking is the thing that makes your English good enough. Readiness does not come before you speak. It comes from speaking. If you wait until you feel ready, you will wait forever, because that feeling lives on the other side of the very thing you are avoiding. The only way past the gap is straight through it, by speaking before you feel ready. Today, not next month, say 3 sentences in English to one real person, or out loud to yourself if that is where you are right now. Make a mistake on purpose if it helps. The goal is simply to break the seal, to become someone who speaks English badly, and today, instead of someone who will speak it perfectly someday. So if you understand English but cannot speak it, nothing is wrong with you. You trained recognition and skipped retrieval. You fed your ears and never moved your mouth. And you let a little fear cancel the practice that would set you free. None of that is fixed by studying harder. It is fixed by speaking, out loud, imperfectly, today. Talk to yourself. Shadow a voice you like. Drag the words you already own out into the open, again and again, until they come fast. The understanding is already there. Now go give it a voice. If this helped you, hit subscribe and like. It genuinely helps the channel. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.